The tried and true hangover cure of threatening your body with salmonella. Text position reminds me of the diary introduced in the first episode, but still does not explain it.
We found the creatures in a handful of high-profile politicians, celebrities, and titans of industry.
PowerPoint presents position reminds me of politicians, celebrities, and industry, but still does not explain them.
They enter the human body through one of its orifices.
There's no way this person is supporting their weight with their arms spread out to the sides like this.
The butt is an orifice, okay?
And Pluto was once a planet. As the saying goes, all good things come out an end. Wait.
Just because they're aliens doesn't make them gross. Bigotry.
Entering through the butt isn't gross just because you think it is. Who's the bigot now, vigilante?
Superman's an alien. He's got a poop fetish.
Correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation and/or defecation.
The butterfly's unique genetic structure and chemistry interact with the host bodies, giving them strength far beyond that of a human being.
A trait no doubt included because without it, they would be gross but very impressive, underwhelming villains.
What's the chimp for?
I assume someone got a graphic of the wrong great ape when piecing together this foreshadowing presentation.
You fucking suck at PowerPoint, Dibeer!
Having this reaction to the only exciting part of what was otherwise very bland exposition about butts.
Brad Pitt or Payne Stewart or Doug the Pug, Khloe Kardashian, the Red Tiger from Voltron.
This random naming of celebrities goes on long enough for me to stop and wonder whether or not the Voltron tigers are alive. Then it goes on even longer, so I decided to Google it, only to find out they aren't tigers at all, they're lions.
Eugene Levy?
No need to levy accusations.
Dude, Amy Winehouse is fucking dead.
Payne Stewart is also dead, but Economos was not nearly as outraged. And no, I'm not going to check if all the people he listed are dead. I'm just going to add 5 cents and wait for the comment section to tell me how far off I was.
I didn't kill that girl.
Thinking that haircut alone isn't enough reason for you to be behind bars.
I'm running out of white guys.
Well, you're in luck. I have this carefully curated list.
Fran Tarkenton, Joe Montana, John Lovitz, Danny DeVito, Will Ferrell, Howard Stern, Optimus Prime.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think he considered it a compliment that you called him Prince Charming because his penis was shaped like a scepter.
Citation needed. And possibly diagrams?
I didn't care because I don't have emotions like people do.
I saw you sad at the end of the last episode.
So you just stare at each other's dicks and come up with names for them?
It may be more appropriate to take a poll, but that's how you end up with a name like Becky McFace.
My friend Vaney McVainerstein.
Becky McFace was right there.
How do we scan fingerprints?
I don't know, take a picture with your phone.
Wait, it might be blurry because...
Spending any amount of time on this. Tungalingasing the air without everyone in the van's consent.
I listen to Vigilante's quiet farts back there in jazz.
Undervaluing the olfactory component of jazz.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
If your farts turn into bloop, 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 it's no longer jazz. That's scat.
Anytime anyone officially starts to deal with the butterfly situation, someone higher up in the government shuts them down.
Show task forces a bunch of info into this on their way to do a thing conversation when it could have been given to us in Economos' sweet PowerPoint presentation.
You guys got any Hanoi rocks up there?
You. No Hanoi rocks.
Who's Hanoi Rocks?
A band with an admittedly fun song that someone with a writing credit wants to force me to like as well.
So many streets in this country named after Martin Luther King Jr., but not a single Hanoi Rocks Avenue.
Hanoi Rocks does have a boulevard of broken dreams that Peacemaker does not clap back with.
Who knocks on a window when there's a door right there?
The short answer is vampires. The even shorter answer is Nick.
I finger bang you, I'm not using my pinky.
Yes, it would be an odd choice to do a pew-pew gun hands with your pinky out. That is what he's talking about, right?
We finger bang more than the rest of the world combined.
Citation needed. And possibly graphs.
I just forgot women had fingers for a second, okay?
Lines that happen when you play with guns.
No!
Chekhov's chainsaw.
I can't hear you, this thing's so loud!
Yeah, so loud in fact that I'm finding it hard to believe that no one from the inside of the factory came to investigate. Oh, you know, butterflies extracting themselves from blown out skulls. It's just not some, it's not something I'm going to get used to.
The signal was I shot her head off.
You did not. Her head is still mostly attached to its body.
You said you were going to be chill.
Do I not look chill to you right now?
Peacemaker would be chill at TVSins.
I'm also wondering if there's a whole lot more butterflies than we thought.
The problem is bigger than we thought. Cliché. This facility would look less suspicious and have much lower overhead costs if they weren't employing 4 people to look down at boxes from this catwalk.
You don't have to shoot people after I already killed them.
But we've now seen 2 occasions that will haunt me for the rest of my days of butterflies climbing out of freshly shot skulls. This situation clearly falls under the jurisdiction of the Zombieland double tap. Butterflies forget that they can tear fences apart until after Harcourt and Vigilante run away.
Eat peace, motherfuckers!
Excessive force feeding.
Run at a bio would have been appreciated.
Really? I need to tell you to run from a fucking bomb?
He has a point, but will still be penalized for scoffing at professional courtesy. Adebayo survives this. Instead of taking the shot when he enters the room, Peacemaker runs in close to get his gun bent. And get his gun bent is not a euphemism. Deus economakanos. The team celebrating and jamming out to 11th Street Kids is a fun and heartwarming celebration of camaraderie, survival, and murder that this episode wouldn't dare undermine by having one character betray another at the end. Right? Damn it!
It's done.
Using a landline telephone to call your top secret government contact, instead of leaving a trail of burner phones that have been cracked in half.
No, definitely a super gorilla. Last time I fought a gorilla was at Burning Man 4 years ago. This was significantly weaker.
Unless you're saying the gorilla at Burning Man was the super gorilla, the phrasing you meant was this was significantly stronger. Clandestine off-the-books team of operatives starts a group chat without anyone voicing reservations.
He loves that merman emoji. He says it means happy, sad, and everything in between.
Well, doesn't that make for a useless emoji then?
Only if you think the spectrum of emotions only exists between happy and sad. You mustn't be afraid to feel a little bigger.
Dude, I think that gorilla broke my
Peacemaker's in nowhere near enough pain to be sporting a broken dick.
What's rude is you give me a feces drink.
If this was a feces drink, you should have smelled its character well before you put it in your mouth.
Why are you here?
Well, the episode realized it hadn't left us with a cliffhanger and figured it could contrive up one with Adebayo's playful curiosity and Peacemaker's conveniently left behind X-ray vision helmet. Why did Mern snarl? Did he know his cover was blown? Did Peacemaker tell him specifically that was an X-ray helmet? Because I think he should just look up and see Adebayo playing dress up with Peacemaker's helmet and think nothing of it.
Most of those, you're right, could probably go to prison, but I would never put Ariana Grande in there. She looks too innocent.
The halo effect. Also, more innocent than Doug the Pug? Get the f*** out of here.
The first major existentialist statement to lead to become an emoji.
The butt is an orifice, okay?
The safest orifice.
I'm sorry, but penmanship counts.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think he considered it a compliment that you called him Prince Charming because his penis was shaped like a scepter.
People think I just luck into these situations, but it's really a lot of hard work. You know what else is hard? I should go.
You said you were gonna be chill.
More chill than you.
That shit they eat. It's pistachio, if that's helpful.
You're not taking that in there!
What, you never saw a guy with a chainsaw hand before?
The butt is an orifice, okay?
Some voids can't be filled with Jamba Juice.
Optimus, maximize!